The Taurus PT-22 and 22LR. This is a subcompact 22LR pistol with a compact feel. Points really nicely, easy to acquire to target, and feels really good in the hand. You can see it's really small, hardly takes up any room, would make for a perfect little pocket gun. And I'm going to show you that this firearm is unloaded, but in depressing the magazine release, you can see the magazine doesn't spring open. You have to actually pull it out. Then you got this little lever here that pops open the barrel to ensure that the firearm is empty, or for ease of access of just top loading it. Slightly pull back on the slide and lift it up, and that's your disassembly process. Really simple design, very easy to maintain. Just to give you a quick idea of just how small this firearm is, the slide barely takes up any room. You can see it's just about as a little bit taller than my middle finger. Reassembly is just the opposite of disassembly, and you just insert the rear of the slide, push it slightly back, and it will lock into place and close the barrel. Now, I'm not sure what purpose this serves, but they incorporated a safety disconnect of the slide. You cannot work the slide without the magazine installed. The recoil spring inside is a pretty stout spring, and I could imagine this would be harder for weaker hands to pull back. However, the serrations are cut well enough on the back to provide enough grip texture to grab onto to easily work the slide. The Taurus PT-22 comes in different configurations as far as the finish goes. This one is the rosewood grips. You can see that's a very nice touch, combined with the matte finish on the lower grip and receiver. If you like the looks of the Beretta 92 or the Taurus PT-92, you'll love the looks of this little pistol. Very reminiscent. Has a very small but easy to work external safety. It's very audible too. Lever up front is easy enough to grab onto, but does require a slight grip adjustment to grab. Very simple, snag-proof, non-adjustable sights provide a good sight picture up top. But what does this translate to on paper? With a target set back at 8 yards using Blazer 40 grain lead round nose, I tried to carefully place the first few shots, and then the remaining shots I just tried to carelessly place them on target. You'll notice the grouping is actually pretty wide with this pistol. I'll explain that in just a second. Now, there is no last round hold open, so a good safety check is required. The poor accuracy is sponsored in part by this long but smooth, heavy trigger pull on the Taurus PT-22. The rest of the accuracy issues were my fault. However, this is easily a 10 plus trigger pull. The spring seems to build just before the break right up against the frame of the receiver. I can get past the trigger pull. However, one thing worth mentioning is if you grab this pistol, say in a panic situation, you don't have the right grip on it. If the trigger lands in between the crease of your fingertips, you actually cannot pull and break the trigger. It's not the weight of the trigger that's causing this, it's the actual body mechanics of the hand will not allow you to do so. With the trigger on the pad of the fingertip where it's supposed to be, you don't experience this issue. Only with the trigger in the crease of the fingertip. This issue is something to really take into consideration if you're buying this pistol for a loved one for concealed carry, or for yourself for concealed carry. While on the topic of concealed carrying this pistol, let's take a look at a popular option. This is a Smith & Wesson Shield 9. If you pay attention to the grips, although much shorter, the grip on the PT-22 is much fatter. You can see you gain a lot more concealability with the shorter barrel of the PT-22. You can start to see why they used to call these guns mouse guns. They fit really nicely in the back of the pocket, work perfect for an extra gun, backup gun, or even just a concealed pocket gun. The long and heavy trigger pull is an added safety when concealing these guns in your pocket. It's a very attractive gun, intriguing to say the least. Very fun to shoot. If you can get past that little trigger issue, it's a great gun to own. Well, if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a little like down there. If you want to see more videos like these, check back my channel later on or subscribe. And until then, we'll catch you guys next time.